Okay, so this is video number 2, and this is when you're planting in the fall, which side is up on the bulbs, and these are some of the specialty bulbs like crocus and fritillarias and gloria the snow and muscaris. So I'll just go through about, I think I got about 10 here. So the first one is the windflowers and anemones. These tend to look like little stones. Just throw them in. Don't worry what side is up. They'll grow the right way. Next one would be the camasias. Always looks, a lot of them have a little bit of an old root growth at the bottom, so that would be the bottom, and then obviously you see the grow point at the top, but this one can be confusing. So the larger, flatter side is the bottom, and then the top is where the grow point is. Crocuses, there's usually kind of a flat, like circular area. That would be the bottom of the bulb, and then as it gets later in the season, they start to have little grow points, but you would plant it with that bottom down. Same thing with the smaller crocus tommies. You can see this little bottom round part, kind of a flat part, and then the points are starting to grow up, so you want to plant it with the bottom down. The fritillarias, you can also see some of the old dried roots, so that would be the bottom, and then the top would be here, and then you can see kind of the grow point there. So bottom of the bulb, and then it's going to, you plant it like that. Gloria the snow, this is also one you see kind of points up, and the general rule is points up, and then you see some of the old roots, so you would place the roots down. That's the bottom of the bulb. Latifolium, muscari latifolium, same thing. You see some of the old root growth. That's kind of the bottom, and then the point faces up. Striped squill, same thing. Here's one. Let's see if I have one without any growth. So you see the bottom, which is that round base. That's the base. There's the point, and this kind of one a little further along, so you put the bottom down. Same thing with the blue squill. You kind of have a base here, and then so this would be an example of, there's the base, and there's the grow point. It's going to grow up that way. And last but not least, these can be a little tricky, which are the Spanish bluebells. I'm trying to find one that doesn't have a grow point, but the grow point, the bottom is kind of this round. You can see where maybe old roots were growing. That's the bottom of the bulb, and then obviously you see the grow point, so you want to kind of put the bottom. And even if they fall on their side or roll over or face sideways, don't worry about it. The roots will kind of pull them straight, but if you can get them started with the root at the bottom, that's fine, but don't panic if you don't do that. Okay, so that was video number 2 on specialty bulbs.